This is not a test. This channel has interrupted its regular programming to provide disaster information not being readily reported. Important details will follow this tone.
Hey folks, Ira here. I hope you have had a great Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in for our report of odd events taking place around the world. For the record, today is March the 15th, 2017. We will begin in Myanmar, where 2 people were killed and 36 others injured due to a wall collapse of a residential quarter after a 5.8 magnitude earthquake struck Monday. The 2 victims are a 58-year-old military officer and a 6-year-old child. All the injured were hospitalized and 31 of them already discharged. The quake damaged some religious buildings, residential quarters, and a township police station, according to the initial report. A mysterious disease affecting the indigenous Kogi people, who inhabit the Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta, in Colombia, has resulted in 11 fatalities, raising serious concerns among health. The disease causes symptoms similar to those of Zika and chikungunya viruses and has an evolution time of 6 to 8 days. Over 30 people have fallen sick in recent weeks, describing feelings of nausea, severe chest pains, coughing, headaches and even flu-like symptoms that include chills and a fever. Although health officials have yet to confirm what is causing these afflictions, they believe the disease could be an aggressive strand of acute respiratory infection. According to the Caesar Department's Secretary of Health, several youngsters are also being treated for malnutrition. The disease is believed to be targeting mostly the weak and those with little access to medical services or clean water. An eruption on Tuesday at the Chillán volcano in central Chile was followed by more than 700 minor earthquakes, authorities said. A yellow alert remains in effect for communities near Chillán, located some 259 miles south of Santiago. 67 of the 761 tumblers that followed the latest eruption were classified as volcanotectonic events involving a movement of magma. The active phase Chillán entered a year ago looks likely to continue, the National Emergency Office said. More than a dozen ducks were mysteriously found dead near the Bethany Library Pond, Oklahoma. This is the second time in the last year ducks have died en masse in that area. We're told there have been no signs of injury or trauma to the local water supplies have been tested and apparently, there's nothing wrong with the water and it isn't believed disease is responsible. 2 suspected human cases of bird flu have been detected in Cirebon, Indonesia. The 2 people have been treated in isolation rooms since Sunday, the 5th of March. It is being reported that both individuals have made direct contacts with birds tested positive for bird flu. Egypt's health ministry says hundreds of school children have been admitted to hospital in a suspected mass food poisoning this week. The ministry says the outbreak involved 2,262 children in 8 schools in the southern province of Sohag. They developed symptoms after eating school meals provided as part of a government food program for school children. The ministry statement late on Tuesday said most of those admitted to hospital have been released. Samples of the meals were being analyzed to ascertain the cause of the suspected poisoning. The Sohag governor suspended the food program pending the outcome of the analysis. In 2013, university students protested after some 160 colleagues fell ill after a tuna meal at the university. A freight train derailed early Wednesday in Lake Forest, Illinois. At least 10 cars from the Union Pacific train derailed about 3:10 a.m. near Route 41. Union Pacific said 7 cars carrying molten sulfur derailed. No hazardous materials were found leaking in any of the cars and no injuries were reported, police said. air quality was being monitored to ensure there was no health risk. The cars were part of a manifest train hauling mixed freight from Butler, Wisconsin, to Proviso, Chicago, according to the railroad's statement. The cause of the derailment remains under investigation, according to the railroad. 3 people have died out of 20 cases of monkey smallpox in northern Congo, a statement by the Congolese Ministry of Health and Population warned. According to the statement, the epidemic had already surfaced in same area back in 2003. Monkeypox is characterized by button-like boils filled with liquid spread all over the body, including the scalp. It is transmitted through contact with a sick animal but also from a sick human to a healthy person. There is currently no vaccine against the disease. Faced with this epidemic, the government has officially declared monkeypox as an epidemic in Congo, to avoid any risk of it spreading, and calls on its financial partners to help tackle the disease. An explosion, possible cause related to a reported drug operation, severely damaged the back of a house and affected 2 additional buildings in North Hollywood, California. In fact, the blast was so powerful that it destroyed a cinder block wall behind the home and snapped a nearby power pole. 3 people were injured in the explosion. A 24-year-old man was critically burned and rushed to the hospital. 2 other men, 21 and 55 years old, were also injured and treated at the scene and released. Finally, an emergency has been declared in Lithuania after Legionella bacteria were found in the water systems of several apartment buildings in the Lithuanian capital. 2 deaths in the 3rd incident is still under investigation. The National Public Health Service said that samples from 2 apartment blocks had tested positive for the bacteria that caused Legionnaire's disease, and samples from a neighboring apartment block were still being tested. Thank you for tuning in. If you found this to be interesting, please like, share, and subscribe. While at it, post your thoughts on this and whatever else is on your mind below. If you like the social media thing, you can link to us via the standard allotted social sites in the description. Have a great day, guys. Stay safe.
This concludes this report of the emergency alert system. All normal programming operations may now resume.